$36 a square foot. Yep.
You can hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, let me put this back in. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Now we can. I'm sorry, we cannot hear you.
Let me use headphones out.
Now,
So
mhm.
I'm in Texas. I'm not in Detroit, and I'm sorry I can't hear on this damn phone. But what are you guys on your repairs? Are you doing your own repairs, or are you just flipping notes? And what are you trying to get an ROI, and how are you figuring up your repairs? Are you going through with a fine-tooth comb? And so our market's a lot different than yours, apparently.
Yeah, everyone's different on how they do the repairs. You know, I've been doing this a long time, so I have people in all different trades, you know, at good prices that do good work. I also know a company called, they have a Construction Plus program. They work with investors and they'll project manage it. They'll give you an estimate, and it's really sophisticated. Actually, you could check the Dropbox every day, and they'll run the project. You know, and you know,
Is that a Detroit company or is that a nationwide company?
No, they're a Detroit company, or a Metro Detroit company. They're in Southfield, and
Okay.
they work Detroit. Most of their work's probably outside of Detroit, actually, but they do work Detroit also.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in Texas. I don't know how I got on this webinar. I don't know how I got Detroit, but our market is, I'm in Austin, so it's, I'm like, oh my God, I can buy a $35,000 house. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So
you can.
Anyway.
Yeah, we have.
Oh my God.
I know 3 good property managers I could always recommend you to, and you could vet them.
What would a $35,000 house in Detroit rent for?
$950.
Are you kidding me?
Sometimes more. See here, if you're looking at my screen, this is how the breakdown is. This is a $30,000 house. If you put $5,000 into it, rent it for $950, taxes, insurance, all the.
So why aren't people buying these houses instead of renting them?
Why are they? Well, that's another seminar. That's a different one.
Okay. I mean, there is no such thing. There's not even a $35,000 lot in Austin, Texas.
Right.
Nowhere close to it. So, you know, our rents, we're upside down with the ROI because our taxes, you're talking about $100 a month taxes. We're talking about $1,000 a month taxes on the low side. So, okay.
Well, look at this property I'm doing right here. This one here that I'm showing you.
Okay. I'm going to put my headphones back in because
that's fine.
The microphone's at the bottom, so I'm chatting in the box. I'm not sure if you can see it.
Okay. No.
Okay, thanks.
But yeah. So this is the house in Flint. I'll give you the ROI once I figure out what it's worth, and it's like 3 lots. I mean, it's really nice. Okay, new roof, furnace, everything. So here's a house. Like I said, it was $36 a square foot is what it sold for. They were trying to sell it for 41. Our house was like $950, I think it was, right? 950 times 36 is 34,200. All right, that's what it's actually probably what it's worth. Here's a $25,000 house. That's 1,200 square feet. Definitely not as nice. Here's a 30,000 square foot. This one looks nice. I mean, I don't even know what I said. 32,000. It's not as, it's got a nice garage.
Section 8 there, where the rent is absolutely guaranteed through the government, or?
Yeah, we do that too. Yeah.
So why aren't just out of curiosity? And I grew up in New Orleans. I understand ghetto. I know we're not supposed to use that word. I am a broker. But so, I mean, what's the deal? Why is not everybody in the world buying these houses? I didn't realize there was a thing that existed, such as a $35,000 house.
People are buying them, but people are, there's a lot of people out of state I deal with. A lot of people out of the country are buying these houses up.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, do they trash them? Do they not pay rent? Do they burn
No,
them down?
depends on
What's
if you have a good,
downside?
it depends on if you're a slumlord or not. You
Wow.
gotta know, you gotta have a good property manager that gets
Okay.
good people in there. There's some good renters. There really is. You just gotta find them, you know.
I'm gonna send you my contact info, Maureen Rooker at remax.net. I'm interested in buying some possibly, and shit, we could pay cash for those all day long. But
Yep.
yeah, you would need a good property manager, of course.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. All
Yep.
right, and I'm gonna put my headphones back in because the speaker's on the bottom of my phone, which really sucks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sounds good. All right. So look how low the taxes are here in Flint. All right. So let's figure out what the taxes would be one more time on this one. So right now, the taxable value is going to be 12.5 when you buy this. And the current one is 10.547. And remember, this is going to be Mount Morris Township taxes because it says it right here, not Flint. Mount Morris Township, and the school district is Westwood Heights. All right, so let's just go back to external links, down to millage rates. Estimate your property taxes. All right, I'm going to see what they're paying now. Let's see if this works right like it was supposed to last time. All right, so that's what they're doing now. We're in Genesee County. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Boom. Select your city. We're in Mount Morris Township. Right there. School was Westwood Heights. Okay, check these taxes. They're so high. 441. Okay, remember that? That's what she, because it's 100%. You know, they're living in the house right now, homesteaded. All right, so let's see what she's paying now. They're paying 613 because 324 plus 121, that's probably the 441 right there, right? 454, yeah, 445. So it's close. Plus you got the admin fees and you got an assessment. That's what they come up with. So when I figure out this new one, I'm gonna add $170 in assessment, okay? And like $5 in admin fees. So 175. So, and so here's what it is on non-homesteaded. Let's go back. I hope you guys follow me. All right, where are we at here? Boom, boom. Okay. So let's go 12.
Is that something that if I bought that house and I wanted to go and see it, or any one of those houses, would I be safe going there to see it, or no?
This house and that particular house, yes, you'll be safe.
Okay.
Yep.
So, okay.
A nice
Okay.
family lives there now. They've been there for years. This is a nice little pocket of Mount Flint with Mount Morris Township. This one's pretty good. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. And if it wasn't, Maureen, I would tell you. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm telling you. If I would say no, I'll come with you with my 9mm. I'd come with you. Okay. I've been in those places today actually where I wouldn't want you at. So when someone buys this house at 12.5, I mean it's going to go to 12.5. The taxes are going to be 750 plus 175, right? So I should know this by heart. So 925 are going to be the taxes. Okay. So I go into my calculator here. This particular house, we were selling this for 32,000. It actually doesn't need any work. I'm telling you, it's gonna be spotless when you leave it. Okay. It's not gonna need anything. This one here, because it's Flint, 2-bedroom, the rents are lower in Flint than they are in Detroit. Okay. This one, I think it's gonna be 795. And so I'm gonna just put 775. Management fee is gonna be 78 bucks. Really it's 77.5, but let's just do that. Taxes, 925 divided by 12 is 77 bucks. And insurance probably in Flint here for this low amount is 50 bucks. So someone's ROI, their cash flow is 493. their ROI is 18.47. That's how I figure that out. So every month, and if you actually get the 800 that I would shoot for, some people are just scared to ask for it. You're higher. You know, every penny counts, right? If you get an extra 10 bucks, 20 bucks, whatever. So that's how I figure out the ROI for me personally. So this house is the value. Actually, the owner had it sold for $40,000, and someone lost their job. They were ready to close it. COVID hit, and they lost their job. So I'm selling it for 32. So, and it's a great. I mean, you can even buy those and sell them on land contracts to people for 65,000. Do lease options and sell it to people, and they got in 2 years they pay it perfect. They buy it. They give you 5,000 to 10,000 down, things like that. Option non-refundable, whatever that's called, option deposit. So you could do all kinds of creative things. All right. So there's that. Anyone else have any other questions or properties or cities? I know we did Detroit. I forgot what we did already. And we did Taylor. That's what it was.
Maybe take one where, can you take one where you're managing the rehab or your partners in rehab? And
yeah, absolutely. I got one here.
show.
This one is in Harper Woods, actually. All right.
That's a great area.
Yeah, this is in Wayne County, probably 7 blocks outside of Detroit in a nice area. Okay, let me show you. We're right in the middle of a rehab. We just started it on Monday. I'm gonna have it done in 4 weeks. And we're putting a new roof, new windows. All right, let me just show you. The guy that I'm working with, I think he's from New Mexico. I'm helping him out, all right? So this is on Kenosha, Harper Woods. And it's probably on the MLS. He bought it off the MLS. Let me get the address again. I should know it by heart. I know that's not it. Yeah, 19774. Sorry about that. All right, this is the house. I want to see what it says it's worth on Zillow. Zillow says it's worth 50 grand. They're way off, trust me when I tell you. But anyway, we'll find out. All right, so it's a brick bungalow on a nice block, clean. This house is a frame, that's a frame, but these are beautiful houses. The homeowners take really good care of them. And this is probably 60% homeowners and 50% renters in this area. All right, so I'm putting a brand new roof, all new windows. There's no garage. This is the neighbor's garage. And we're redoing the kitchen, new bath, wood floors. We're redoing the wood floors. I'm using a pickle color. It's like a light gray wood floor. It's a stain. It's called pickle. It came out great in one of my houses, so I'm probably the only one doing that. But anyway, so let's go on MLS and look at this house. So I go to Wayne County, see how many square foot it is. And this one the upstairs is not included in the public records because it's like 1,300 square feet. All right, so 920, and then the upstairs huge. It's got a huge upstairs. So it's about a 1,300 square foot, 1,250 square foot house. So it just sold for 50,000. This is the house. I'll just show you some pictures of, this is what we bought. So I already ripped this all out. The floor is ripped out, the backsplash. We're gonna save these wood floors. We're painting it gray, white trim. We're ripping this all out. Actually, I'm keeping the tile. And I actually like the interior doors. So this is, if we see a door in the nice big backyard. Okay, putting all new windows in.
screen if you're showing those properties, but just why aren't people buying them? Is it because they can't be financed, or I mean, because they're less than $50,000 and you can't finance something less than 50,000, or why
People
would
are
people
buying.
pay $950 a month in rent and instead of buying a house that's going to cost them what, less than $300 a month?
Well, that's just, you know what? Either they don't have the job, or they don't have the credit. That's what it is. I could give you that. And the mentality of, there's a lot of rent. I mean, people just have a rental mentality. That's what it
Can
is.
you finance a house less than $50,000
Yeah.
in Michigan?
Yes, you can. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say 70% of, I know like 5 banks right now that would do it. But some
Okay.
of the bigger banks might not. You know why they say they don't? Is because they don't want Detroit type houses.
Well, you don't make any money off of it. I
And they
also
don't
had a
make
loan
it.
officer's
Yeah.
license.
And they
Yeah,
don't. You're right. Yeah.
it's not worth it. So, on a commission, you're making what, $900?
Right.
So that's really not even worth it. But okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
put my earphones back in. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem.
No, it's good. But this is not a Detroit. This
This is
is,
Harper Woods.
yeah,
So
totally
this house
different.
is this house costs 50,000. We're gonna put 25 as our budget. We're gonna make 75 grand invested in this house, and I'll tell you what we're gonna sell it for in 2 seconds. All right. So here we go. We're gonna go, and I just want to be in the Harper Woods side. 48225. All right. Let's go into the map. Boom. And I got a brick house, so that's good. See all the sales in the last, everything. This is all active in the last, we probably could go all the way out to Kelly, but let's just stick around here. So right on the block, you see this is what sold for 50 because it needed work. This one sold for 109, or excuse me, pending, and it's a frame house. And it says 900 square feet, but it's probably 200, add 200 onto that. Let's see what it looks like. I'm sure it's gonna be nice. It's a frame house, brand new roof, new windows, clean, 2-car garage, central air. I mean, the rehab's not great. Nice cabinets. It looks like it's a not granite, but quartz top or something. Yeah, they rehabbed this house. This is nice. See that?
Do these people generally pay rent?
Yeah, they pay if you have a good property manager. Yeah, it's blowing your mind, Maureen. I can
It
hear it.
truly, truly, truly is. Oh my God.
All
Do you
right.
know what a house in Austin, Texas costs?
Yeah,
Oh
same.
my God.
We have areas like that here. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we do. Here's a house that, this has to be wrong. It said it sold for 240,000. That's wrong. Or it's active for 240. So someone's screwed up there. So look at this comp here. This is 110,000. It's one. It's not even a block away, and it's frame, and mine's brick. Okay. And I'm just and as a flipper, I'm gonna pull the highest comps in the that I could find. Here's one for 115. This is a frame also, 1,000 square foot. This one, it's just, I think it's frame. Yeah, it's frame. It's kind of ugly. The roof is red, it's old. You got a 1.5 car garage. This was a homeowner living in it, which usually they're really bad, but this one's not bad at all. It's not a fix and flip. And, you know, it's clean. So, and they're asking 115, but it's active. So they'll probably get 100 grand for that house. All right, let me just try to find some real fast. Here's one renting in this area for $1,400 a month. 950. Here's a 102 house, 100. 1,100. Here's a 128 house. This is another frame, and mine's brick. I'm loving it. The more I look at this, the better I love it. And this is nice, dark cabinets. It's pretty much what mine's gonna look like. Full bathroom downstairs, 2-car garage. You know, someone's gonna love it. They're gonna buy it. Their payment's gonna be low. And it sold for 128, 125. They probably 14 days on the market. You see the market is just freaking nuts. Was there any concessions on this one? 7,600. That's why I went for higher. They had 7,600 in concessions. I don't know what I did. All right. So I'm gonna on my house here. I'm gonna list the brick house for 125, and we got we're gonna have $50,000. We're gonna have 75 invested, and after real estate commission, holding costs, things like that, it's gonna be $40,000 profit. Right in that area. So just under 40,000 in my opinion. So that's
See the stuff going in the chat box?
I don't have it open right now because I'm doing this, but let me.
Whenever you open it later, can you see it if I put my email in there? Will you send me your information?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, because I'm like
Here.
totally interested. I can buy
Write
something,
down
fix
this.
it, flip it.
If you want to write down this information right here.
All right, let me walk in my house. Hold on a second. I'm outside on my patio, and it's 110 degrees here in Texas. So give me 2 seconds. I don't know what time it is there, but it's like almost.
Todd, I just copied the stuff in the chat box. I'm going to email it to you.
Okay, great.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and put my email in the chat box. If
That'd be
that's
great.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, so that's how I camped out this Harper Woods house. And as a flipper, when I was buying it, I'll be honest with you, they bought this without me. I didn't know the guys here, and they bought it for 50 grand. I would have bought it for less. I just know it. Because it needs 25 grand worth of work, and they listed it at they listed it at 69.9, but look, we're tripping over pennies, right, or whatever they call it, whatever that saying is. So if I would have got it for 45 or got it for 50, or someone would have paid 54 or 55, they would have got a good deal if they fix it right. And you got to fix it fast, and put it on the market in 4 weeks. You can't wait 8 weeks. That's the key, because in 8 weeks it's going to be in September, and before you know it, it's November and December, and you're screwed. So you got to get them on the market fast while it's hot, and that's just it. So that's why I'm gonna, and on my Facebook page, I have a video before and after. I'm gonna do before videos, and then 3-day videos, and then the next a week video. And as the windows go in, the roof goes on, the kitchen goes in, I'm gonna, and then Mark and I are gonna walk through it when we're all said and done, and look at the final product. And then I'll tell you what it sells for. All right. And
You
then,
put your windows here, you're looking at $8,000. Whenever you're putting a roof in here, you're looking at $8,000. Is that all the same price there?
no, my windows were $2,700 installed, 9 windows, and the roof was $3,700 with permits, stripped, 3-dimensional shingle, all of it, But another roofing company would charge $6 grand. So it just depends. You got to know the right people. Another window company would have charged $1,000 or $2,000 more, and so that's investors know where to get the better deals, and stuff like that. Most investors do. So anyone else have any? Mark, should I do any more comps, or do you think that's good for tonight for comp wise?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Actually, I got one if you want to try it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, 7270 Peachtree Court,
Okay. What city?
Canton, 48187.
All right, sweet. And Peachtree is one word?
Correct.
All right, and that's Wayne,
Wayne.
right? All right, let's first go into my Google search so I can get in. I love looking at how what Google says, or not Google, whatever it's called, Zillow, because they're never right. Oh, but this one was on the MLS. Okay, great. But the Zillow says, if it has it. Does it have a number? Zestimate 300, okay? All right, so let's see what it really is. Wayne County, 7270. Court, boom. All right, so it's owner occupied, SCV, 1810 square feet. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Okay. And I see it's active for 300 because it's a ranch, right? Because estimate says it's 300. All right, so let's see what it is. 1810 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Let's just see what the condition. It looks like it's clean, right? Homeowner lived there, someone might have died. It's kind of what, or a nursing home or something like that. Yeah, this is a nice house. This would be a nice basement, rental. All right. Oh, it has is that like in the neighborhood, a pool? In the
Yeah, it's actually got 2 pools in the neighborhood.
Oh, sweet. All right, I'll
That's
move.
the draw that we like, the amenities in the school district.
Right. All right, so just what I do is I put in the address here, Peach Tree. Usually it'll pop up. I'll go a half-a-mile radius. And coming soon, active, contingent, accepting backups, pending sold, and I go 180 days. And then on this one here, I'm gonna do 1 story, okay? Because we don't wanna, there it is, 1 story. Let me see if they have a ranch here. Ranch. Oops. There we go. All right, let's try that. See what happens. Matt. All right, so there's right on the same street. So that's the house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. All right, so here's one for 270. Lots, oh, this is a condo, right? There's some condos across the street or something?
Yeah.
All right, so totally different. We can't use those. Okay. Let me go back. Here's one for 330 on the main road, same square footage.
Yeah, it's the main road though.
And and it's huge, like the lot is huge, right?
Yeah, we actually seen that house. It's got a lot of land.
Is
Next
it
to the church.
so in our market? So if this was me, just to tell you, 300 days on the market is crazy. I would make a low offer on this one if you like this one.
Yeah, we've seen it actually about a couple of months ago, and it needs a lot of work. It looks like someone is a homeowner that did it and don't know if stuff's permitted or anything like that. That's what kind of scares us off.
Right. So he probably, the reason why he's at 330 and he's not budging is he had a mortgage of 322. He's probably he needs to do a short sale to sell this house. You know, he probably owes too much. That's just probably, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that one just got a lot of stuff that looks like landmines. See, there's a church next to it.
Yeah, tear it down and build like 3 houses. I mean, all right, so let's go back to this one. All right, let's go back to map. So 330 is crazy just because of the house and condition. All right, let's see if there's any other ones. There's just not a lot of activity in this. 2,300 rental, right? 309, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,800 square foot, pending. So that's probably one of the better comps. Kind of looks the same, right? It does look the same. A little nicer, or let's see. Yeah, it's nicer, a little nicer. And that one's 309. It was on the market 1 day. Wow.
Yeah, that's what we're finding when we're looking at these areas, that stuff goes.
If it's priced right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bidding war too. It's amazing what this area is.
So let me stretch it out a little bit. This side of the street, we're not going to go on that side of the street. Just see what this is the main road here on that side. But an appraiser might go to this side of the street. 292 for 1,400. So hopefully, so that's bigger, price per square foot. 245 for 1,500. So if you add the, you know, you got 300 more square feet in your house, right? I think it was 1,800 square feet. 309. Is that, did we look at that one already? No, this is a different one. And my computer froze. Come on, baby. My mouse is working, but nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, it looks like it's a $300,000 house. What do you, how many days has it been on the market? Mark, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's over 100 days, and that's like, you don't see that in this market here.
All right.
That's why I threw it out there.
It's over 100 days. Okay.
Yeah,
It's,
there's gotta be something going on with it.
yeah. And you looked at it. Did it look like there's any problems?
No, we haven't had a chance to take a look at it, other than just the driveway looks like it needs to be replaced. Is the only thing you can see on the pictures.
Yeah. So I think it's worth 310. What I would do is fix it. I'm thinking fixed up. So I would, if it was me buying it for rental like you are, I would be at 80% of 300, which is 240, right? If I have my math right, and minus the repairs. You know, house like that, a driveway and everything else, you're probably gonna put 30 grand in there, maybe more. It's probably between a 200 and $240,000 house. You want me to make a $200,000 offer for you? I'll do it.
I'm sure you would.
No, I mean, I'll do it in your name so I can make the commission, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just said, yeah. I mean, if you get it for $200,000, I think we'd make a deal here.
Oh, hell yeah.
First off, it's actually worth an offer. If it's been on the market that long, who cares? I'm not afraid that they're gonna get mad at me. Oops. Whoa, is that you, Mark? All right, so yeah, so where's it? Yeah, 109 days. That's crazy. So they got it. They got it.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking there's something must be wrong. And we're thinking about trying to take a look at it. I just throw it out there just for your insight.
You know, this guy is behind. This guy. All right, let me just show you a trick, or I don't even know if it's a trick, but listen to this. This way you don't have to use all your money. This guy owes. Was this the guy that I said that owed a big mortgage?
No, that was the other one. That was the one with a lot of land.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
That's the one that like I
Because
said.
that guy, you could go there and get that house on terms. You could say, look, I'll pay your mortgage payment and give you $1,000 to walk away, and I'll make your mortgage payment every month for you.
Yeah, you know, it's an older couple too.
Yeah.
I felt
They
bad.
probably want to get rid of that payment. They're not
Yeah.
going to make any money if they're, you know, say, I'll just make this mortgage payment for you, you know. So that would be one that you can even talk to the agent and say, look, let me take over their mortgage payment, pay the agent his commission, or pay him a 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever the numbers work, you know. That's just a thought. You know, I was hoping this one was like that, but it's not. So
Yeah. The other one's on the main street next to a
Yeah.
church, and the other side is a 7-Eleven. So
right.
it's not like, I prefer subdivisions.
Right. I understand. But if you could get, you know, seller financing, it's kind of without
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know. It's a different strategy.
Yeah, we're using his money.
Yeah, exactly. So one more thing, I just want to look at this, your house that we were looking at, because I have to go actually a different route here. Peachtree.
Correct. Court.
All right, so here's the public records, but I want to go to the full report. See something real fast. All right, tax information, assessment. Sometimes they have, and then right in here, it says the estimated value. They figure it out too for you without you even doing anything. And on the MLS, see this 265 to 330, and they have it at 298. So it seems right. But I think it's 310 minus the repairs. If I was a homeowner buying that house, that's how I would buy it. I would never pay the 310, you know, because it's not fixed up. All right. Nope. All right. I was trying to look for something, but it's not there. All right. But yeah, if you think it might be when you just throw an offer in, because the longer it sits, you got the $200,000 offer in there. Maybe the house is free and clear. Maybe someone passed and they're splitting it 4 ways. You know, that's 50 grand a piece.
Yeah.
300,000 4 ways is not much more than 50 grand a piece. You know, it's 70,000 a piece, right? Or less than 70,000 a piece. So you try not to, you just don't know what the situation is.
Nope, I understand.
Yep. All right.
The other thing is, well, you get the access. I don't. You get the Google, the owner's name and all that, turn on to a obituary report or something like that, Could be something like that. You say,
Right.
like, the kids are splitting it.
Well, you need to have a good real estate agent on your team that could, help you do these things for you,
Yeah.
and make offers. I mean, do you usually, do you have an agent that you work with?
Well, let's put it this way. My wife knows somebody, and it's one of those things, well, we don't want to bruise a relationship, but we don't have, like I said, we've got one, we've had it for 4 years. We're looking for, like I said, to actually start growing the business. So, I mean, business is business, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but I'd be interested in talking to you more to see what you could turn up in these areas here. Again, just trying to figure how to grow the business.
Right. Well, there's definitely a lot of houses off market in these areas, and that's what you need to find that need work that you could get in, 80% or less value from what it's worth, so, or less, what I mean, the numbers got to work for you, but
Yeah. No, I mean, we can talk.
yeah, for sure. Take my number
Yeah.
down, please. Send me your information and reach out anytime also. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mark.
Okay. So are we kind of done?
I think so. Unless
So
someone
let-
has any other questions or needs anything.
Well, let me talk about a couple things here. Next week, we're going to be giving you a new, well, first of all, this Thursday, you're going to do a networking meeting where you're going to be bringing all the deals that you've got, and other wholesalers are going to be bringing their deals. So I invite everybody to come to that. That's it. Are you going to do it at 7 p.m., Todd?
Yeah. I would like to, I want to change it. I'd like to make it later because,
Well-
if I'm running appointments and things like that. So 8 o'clock or later.
Yeah, no problem. So what I'll do is this week I'm going to leave it at 7, and then the ones coming up after,
Perfect.
set them at 8 at a later time. Then also the following week on Tuesday, we're going to give you a new tool as a wholesaler. We're going to give you a how to use an advertising agreement to control a property and let other investors negotiate your person you signed up to the price you want. It's something I've used a bunch. It's a great tool. So we're going to spend time showing you that. Then it'll be another networking meeting that following Thursday where you're doing your deal. And if you go on to YouTube and you just Google my name, it's Mark, and my last name is Maupin, Maupin. You'll see our YouTube channel, which is Ralph Maupin's how it shows. But just to give you an example, it's got the Zoom meeting, the one you just did, networking meeting. It's got how to get started flipping houses. That's an hour and 30-minute video. There's a 10-minute one on tips on how to generate leads. Then there's another Zoom meeting that you did where it was just networking. Then there was the one on there for a wholesaler, how to use a buyer favorable purchase agreement, where we got into great deal using those. Then we had a probate attorney on before that. Basically, there's hundreds of videos on that channel. They're all educational. There's no charge to it. We invite you guys to go on and watch them. If we do a good job, like the YouTube, and there's just a lot of good information there for anybody.
It does have your name on there, Mark. Look on my screen. It says Mark Maupin,
Yeah.
not Ralph. So.
Yeah, but the actual URL says Ralph. It doesn't matter. Just Google.
Oh, okay.
It'll pop up.
All right. Yeah, I typed in Mark Maupin and it popped right up. So.
And then join our meetup site. There's almost 6,000 investors on our meetup site. And that meetup site's a great place to send your deals out or ask questions. So you can use it and send it out to all the members. So my name's Mark Maupin, and that's all I got to say.
All right. I appreciate everyone. Thank you very much. Feel free to reach out anytime, and let's buy some houses. All right.
Cool.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.